About 6 months ago, I started wearing my hair in primarily wash and go. I fell in love with this style and I wear it about 95% of the time. And one of the most important things about styling a wash and go is making sure it's completely dry to get, the elongation, just a very polished finish. Towards the end of my last video, I had pulled in my hooded dryer and you guys had questions about what kind of dryer I use for my wash and goes. So I'm gonna share with you some of the tools I use to dry my hair, which ones I'm so glad I got, and which ones, if I did it over, I wouldn't pick up. I wouldn't buy again. Okay, so first up, I'm gonna talk about my handheld dryer. So this is red. If you guys watch Deeper Than Here, you'll recognize this. Like, she uses this dryer or a similar model when she does like silk presses and stuff. But what I like about this hair dryer is that it's powerful. Also very affordable. When there are dryers out there like the Dyson and that other one that actually looks like a vacuum cleaner that people use. Now, I don't use this on myself as much as I do my kids because they're not going to sit still under anybody's hooded dryer. So I chase them around the bathroom with this dryer to dry their hair. And I don't diffuse nothing on those boys. The boys, I put the concentrated nozzle on here and my goal is to dry. Like, they're normally 2-3 feet away from me, so I'm just hitting them with that concentrated nozzle. So this is one of the drying tools in my arsenal. I tried to use it for me, but what happened is two things. So for my hair, I would want to use a diffuser. So this is a silicone pop-up diffuser. So it flattens and it comes out. There was supposed to be a piece in here. There was a piece in here at some point, and my kids popped it out. I don't know what they did with it. So this diffuser is a no-go for me right now. I have an actual diffuser that I've had for years. It's just literally been sitting around collecting dust because before I was wearing wash and goes, I didn't really use it. And now that I am wearing wash and goes, it don't fit. So this is like a universal diffuser, supposedly, but it doesn't fit on this dryer that I like. So 90% of the times, I'm not using this on me. I'm using it on my boys because it blows strong, hot air and it gets the job done. So out of all three of those things, the one thing I wouldn't purchase again was the silicone one that has like it pops out. Like I can't, what I'm gonna do with this? Well, this is probably the one thing that I'm going to show you today that I wouldn't buy again. It didn't work out for me. It fits the blow dryer, but this thing that's supposed to be in here pops out super easily and is gone. And now I'm going to get to what I actually do use, which is my hooded dryer. My hooded dryer has been working out well for me. I've had it somewhere between, I wouldn't say 6 to 8 months, and I use it at least once a week, most of the times 2 to 3 times a week, to set my hair in wash and goes or other styles. What I like about the dryer that I have, it has a timer, it has adjustments for the temperature, it has adjustments for the speed. So I love tools that have those 3-way adjustments, and it's on the timer. So sometimes like I'll plan to sit under there for an hour, and like one of my kids or my husband will call me and be like, can you come do something real quick? And I'll leave it on because I think I'm coming right back to sit under it, and I don't. So that timer is clutch because it'll automatically turn the dryer off. And I like the one that I have because it is on wheels. So sometimes I dry my hair in my bedroom. Sometimes I dry my hair in my home office. So that is the hooded dryer. So when I use the hooded dryer to dry wash and go, I try to sit under there for a minimum of 20 minutes, maximum of like an hour. It just depends on what I got going on. At 20 minutes, my hair isn't going to be completely dry, but at least I feel like my hair the cast on my hair starts to firm up and it's okay-ish. And 60 minutes in the summertime, my hair still won't be dry. 60 minutes in the wintertime, it is set, good to go. And I haven't had it long enough to be able to say like how durable it is, because like I said, it's been less than a year. So I can't say like, does this dryer last the longest? Is it the best thing out there? But the reason I got it, I didn't necessarily trust the ones on Amazon. There was no like, I couldn't find a hooded dryer from a well-known brand that I thought would work for my hair. So I've seen the tabletop ones. They kind of go over, but I like this blow dryer. I like this hooded dryer because it's like got that nice deep dome. The fan is on top, so there are no holes around the sides. I kind of wish there were holes just because I feel like that gets more evenly distributed. But in this deep dome configuration, I can't find anything that had the holes that go around. So like the air is all around, but the fan and the dome do a pretty good job of keeping the air in and flowing. I also like this dryer because the dome part, you can rotate it. So you get in under it and then you can flip it. So like if you feel like one part of your hair is drying faster than another, you can spin this dome around and have that, you know, so that the side that's not drying fast enough, you can put what, you know, that part of the dome that's getting the job done better over there. It's a little bit tricky to get it to go up and down. It's like on a spring mechanism. And most of the time it works fine, but sometimes I feel like when I'm under it and I'm trying to just push it down or trying to get it just right, it's sometimes a little bit of a hassle. Oh, and I got my hooded dryer from a place called House of Beauty World, and it's a brand called Pro Tools 2500. The reason I bought it is because that's the one they had. Like I've ordered from House of Beauty World like several times over the years. It is like the online local beauty supply store. So if you go to those bigger stores like Sally's and Ulta, you won't always find the stuff that they have at the local beauty supply. But House of Beauty World has a bunch of stuff that you can't find at those bigger name stores. So over the years, I've ordered from them several times and I've never disappointed. It always got here in a reasonable amount of time. And it was like the products were what they said they were going to be. So I trusted that store, House of Beauty World. So that's why I ordered my dryer from them. I know nothing about the brand Pro Tools, but this is the hooded dryer they had, and I had trust that they would deliver me a decent product. And if they didn't, that I could go back and get some kind of customer service. So that's the only reason I got this specific dryer. Besides the fact it had all the controls I wanted, the adjustable height, wheels, that's what I was looking for in particular. I've had it for less than a year, so I can't say anything about longevity. But right now, performance-wise, it does not disappoint. It gets nice and hot. I didn't realize how hot it got actually until I did a twist out, because this, or even like a rod set, the heat doesn't really get down to my scalp. Once I did one of those flat twist outs and I sat under that, like I couldn't go, I had to turn it down a little bit because the highest setting is nice and toasty and it was getting on my nerves when I had to twist out. So it does get nice and hot. So if you guys have any other questions about the dryer that I didn't answer, you could go ahead and leave it down below. And if you have a favorite handheld dryer or diffuser, go ahead and leave that in the comments down below too. And as always, thank you for watching.